So, hello everyone. My name is Nicole Drake, and I am here today with Brad Wilbrook from our product management team for a brand new podcast where we discuss our most recent release of the Vector AI platform. And can I just say it's a big one, so hang in there with us. So, thank you, Brad, again for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thrilled to be here.
Perfect. So, we are going to jump right in.
Yeah, so really excited to share the details of what we're introducing in our 8.9 release. We think that this is the biggest release in our company history, certainly in recent memory. We have all sorts of new things coming. We have new platforms, new virtual, tons of new features and detection enhancements. That we've worked really closely with customers like yourself to be able to identify improvements that we can add, and so we're delivering a lot of value. Just as a reminder, we do new releases basically every single month. So while this is one major release for us, we also have new stuff coming every single month that really helps deliver value to folks like yourself. So why don't we proceed, and I'll kind of double click on each of these different items.
Perfect.
So first to start, our new X3 platform. Any system starting with the letter X means that it can be a brain, a sensor, or mixed mode, whereas any system starting with an S is sensor, any system starting with a B is brain. And so this is a new lower cost system, below the cost of like our X29. And but still pretty mighty. If you're running it in brain only mode, as you can see, 15 gig. Sensor only mode is 9 gig, and mixed mode is 8 gig. It's a quite capable platform. All the features that we have are fully supported on it. So it's just a continuation, basically giving customers more options at better price points. If you don't need the full capacity of the X29. So yeah, really excited to be bringing out. It's shipping now, so you can already order it from your account team. Troubleshooting enhancements. So we've been introducing a lot of these, based on customer feedback. Especially if you're an air gap customer, but even if you're not an air gap customer, we've introduced a bunch of new facilities on the command line. Things that once required our priv exec commands that you need to get from support to be able to run. Now you can actually run on your own, and we're going to be adding several more of these, as time goes on as well. So if you have anything that's top of mind, be sure to share it with your account team, so that we can consider it. New GCP cloud sensors. So we've built some larger scale GCP sensors. Now we can go up to 10 gig, with the GCP sensors for the GCP cloud. So kind of building on the existing infrastructure that we have. We made some improvements to the way that we do backup and restore. We do support it for Respond UX, but if you are doing a restore operation, there's some things that you'd have to do after you completed the restore operation to flip over all the cloud connections to talk to the new restored brain, if you will. And now all that can be done automatically, right, for you, the customer. You don't need to do anything with support or anything like that. And then another set of improvements that we're making on air gapped is, in addition to the troubleshooting, but again, the troubleshooting can benefit everyone. We're also adding a way so it's easier to do upgrades. Before, you'd have to upgrade each and every version, if you're air gapped, and now basically we'll just give you a package, a big zip file, so that with as few as one single file, you can make multiple upgrades. So the system will automatically say, okay, maybe I need 7 packages, and it'll upgrade them for you in order, so you don't need to do that yourself. So basically, depends on how far behind you are, from an upgrade perspective. But now we can do it with as few as just one single file, one single operation, and the rest will take place automatically. It won't require you as an operator to oversee it. So, just again, part of us making our platform even more powerful, but also easier to maintain, and in this case keep up to date.
Perfect. Yes, we always want to help our customers make it easier and simpler for them. So these are really great. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And we'll move on to our coverage enhancements.
Yeah, so it's been a banner banner month in our detection land. So several things. Also for our air gap customers, we made it so if you're using Vector Match, you can download the curated rule set from the support portal. For customers who aren't air gapped, you already have access to it directly in the product, but that's because the product can connect back to us to pull it down. For air gap customers, not a possibility. So we have an out-of-band way of getting them that. And yeah, just we've updated all of our documentation and everything, so you can check that out from the support portal. uh we've been doing a bunch of security work, and as part of that, we've both introduced a new detection and made some significant upgrades to our existing hidden HTTP and hidden HTTPS detection. So basically, we came up with a whole new cutting edge paradigm for doing C2. Even on traffic that's protocols that as long as they're TCP or UDP based, even if we don't know what the L7 is, even if you wrote your own, or did some really advanced stuff with the existing HTTP or HTTPS C2 capabilities, we'll be able to pick that up. And so we introduced a new detection called Hidden Tunnel, which is basically for anything other than any C2 tunnel, for anything other than like the other named C2 detection. So like you have hidden HTTP, hidden HTTPS, you have ICMP and DNS. Those would be specifically named. If we detect a tunnel for anything else, it'll show up under that hidden tunnel detection. And then similarly, as I mentioned, we came up with a really cutting edge new way to detect C2. So if the traffic is over HTTP or HTTPS, and those are the most common ones that we see, the new models are automatically, already provisioned for that. You can tell if it's one of the new models that we built based on the tunnel type. It's tunnel type 4, which is the new hidden tunnel models, and that's different than some of the existing ones like short session, long session, abnormal beacon, GUI, and things like that. So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot more in this area, but yeah, really thrilled to be able to bring some really significant improvements to our C2 capabilities. We made some improvements to our SQL injection detection to detect some other approaches that we've observed. So using AI to be able to detect if something is doing SQL injection over HTTP. So that model has been improved. We've also been improving our SMB detection. So actually, both SMB account scan and the file share enumeration, those are both SMB detections. And so we've made it so that we can scale those much higher than we were before, because sometimes in very large environments, SMB can get there can be a lot of SMB activity, and it's really interesting because SMB is used for so many different things in Active Directory. You can run RPC over it to run remote tasks. You can use it to move files around. It's obviously used for some login activity and other things. So we need to make sure that even in the largest of environments that we have good coverage there. And then the last one is a new detection that we've added as part of our Detect for Azure solution, our identity solution, looking for some new evasive types of brute force, and basically being able to distinguish between when something is a failed attempts versus actually it's ends up being successful. So we know that when it comes to identity, it's a really popular attack vector for threat actors, and oftentimes that's the insertion point, and then they use that to pivot on prem and other things. So we really want to make sure that that we have as powerful and fast of detections as possible, because if we can catch that early, then we can prevent a lot of bad things from happening down the road. So that's just part of some of the ongoing work that we have on our identity solution. So Yeah, that's what we delivered last month. And again, just a lot really going into it. We have some new exciting stuff coming out here in December, and then really looking forward to a really active new year. Obviously, you can find us here, and we'll tell you all about it. Because yeah, we really have some exciting stuff coming. Nicole, I'll turn it back over to you.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. We really have value innovation and R&D here at Vectra. We always want to make our solution better to help customers and keep them safe. So thank you, Brad, for sitting down with us today. And as always, you can find all of our podcasts on our YouTube channel or wherever you subscribe. So thank you and have a good day.
Thanks again.